How you doing? My name is Joe Fritz. I am the proprietor of this YouTube channel. I don't usually show up on camera a lot, but I'm trying some new things, trying to find my niche. And today I found a big niche. I am a dork. I know. The internet really doesn't need more guys in hats sharing their opinions about the new Ghostbusters movie. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about something I kind of know a little bit about, and that's art. Now, I say that, I'm not an art major or anything. I took a little bit of college, and I did take an art appreciation class, but I'm not at art museums every weekend, looking at a pile of coins sitting on a donut and trying to figure out what it means. I'm just a normal guy. I work a blue-collar job, but I do kind of appreciate art. I do like art, and I have I guess you would say, a literacy in art. So I kind of understand art, but the blue-collar side of me also understands the frustration of people who don't understand art. So I feel like I'm uniquely qualified to talk about stuff in the art world that maybe doesn't make a whole lot of sense to people who aren't familiar with art. So today I want to talk about this really funny thing that happened, which is a group of kids go to a museum. They're young guys. They go to a museum, and they thought it'd be really funny to leave a pair of glasses on the hardwood floor and see who thought it was a piece of art. And a lot of people fell for it, and they took pictures of them and they put them on Twitter. That's really funny, actually. That is a funny goof. I'm not gonna front. That's hilarious that you got people to think that a pair of glasses on the floor could be a work of art. Here's the thing, though. A pair of glasses on an art museum floor, it is art. And you pretty much made art. You did an art. You made art. Now, I know a lot of people are probably angry at the idea. A lot of people are just pissed off at the idea of modern art. They think it's so illogical, and they think it's... I've had a lot of people accuse me of like a kind of emperor has no clothes sort of thing for kind of speaking up about this and saying, like, no, it's totally art what they did. And I don't think it's an emperor has no clothes kind of thing. I think it's more of a you don't speak Russian, so you don't appreciate a Nabokov novel. If that makes any sense. Do you even know who Nabokov is? Forget it. How do I put this? I'm trying to put this into terms. I don't want to talk down to anybody, but I also don't want to... I also want to talk smart. Alright, so it's not an emperor has new clothes situation. It's more of a, you're seeing something in a foreign language you don't understand, and so you can't really appreciate it. It's no reason to be angry at it. It's no reason to say, oh, that's bullshit. You don't look at Japanese and say, oh, that's just a bunch of squiggles. How can they possibly read that? Maybe you do. That's really dumb. Don't feel that way. It is kind of another language that you kind of have to learn, or you kind of have to look at it for long enough until you kind of figure it out, like I did. Well, I took a class. I took an art appreciation class. And in art appreciation class, you open up the textbook, and you're going to find a lot of different definitions of what art is. Art is a creative work. Art is a study of aesthetics. Art is about revealing universal truths to the observer. Those kind of things. The one thing that you're not going to see in any art appreciation textbook is what isn't art. And the reason they don't tell you what art isn't is because everything is art. A lot of you are saying, that's bullshit. You're right. Art is bullshit. But also everything is art. Ha! Some existential bullshit for you. There you go. Yeah, everything's bullshit. Everything is art. Art is bullshit. Now, what do I mean by art is bullshit? Art is bullshit because no matter how good you are at drawing, it's still just a drawing. It's still tricking someone's brain into thinking that it is something when it's actually nothing. So no matter how good you are at art, art is still a subterfuge. You're still tricking someone. Everything is art. So, getting back to the glasses on the hardwood floor. The ways in which that can be art, there's a lot of different ways, and I'm imagining like there's probably at least 3 different things that would go through my mind if I went to an art museum. I was in that art museum headspace. I shut off the blue collar part of my brain and went into the artsy fartsy mode. And I'm walking around the art museum, and there's 3 things that are going to go through my head when I see a pair of glasses on the floor. The first thing I'm going to think is somebody left their glasses on the floor. And then I'm going to think, oh, maybe it's a piece, maybe it's a work of art. I should go look at it. So I'm going to go over and look at it, and you know, if you take a pair of glasses and you put them on a reflective surface in a well-lit room, kind of looks cool. Kind of aesthetically pleasing. You take a pair of glasses, you put it on something semi-reflective, take a picture of it, that could be the cover of an ophthalmology textbook. Now, is the cover of an ophthalmology textbook art? Yes. Yes, it is. Because everything is art, and art is bullshit. It just looks cool. That's it. Sometimes art just looks cool. It doesn't have to have a deeper meaning, unless it does. Another thing I would be thinking if I turned on the artsy-fartsy part of my brain and turned off the blue-collar part is that sometimes art is about the experience. And if I see a pair of glasses on the floor and I think it's a work of art, I'm going to think about how fragile those glasses are and how they're sitting on the floor where they could easily be stepped on. And I'm going to think about how I'm trying to stay away from them because I don't want to step on this delicate thing. And I'm going to think about what glasses are and what they represent and all of this other stuff. And how I'm trying to avoid breaking them because this is a work of art. Or it's someone's glasses. Like, if I just saw someone's glasses lying on the floor, I'm going to try not to step on them because they belong to somebody. Well, in this case, I'm thinking it's a work of art, so I'm also not going to step on it because I don't want to have to pay for it. But the point is, it's something delicate placed on the floor. We don't think about that experience, but it's an experience we all share, and so it's revealing a universal truth. I think Mr. Fantastic would really appreciate my stretching there, but it's true. We all experience that, and that might be something an artist is trying to make us think about by putting a pair of glasses on the floor. The third thing I'm going to think is some asshole artist put glasses on the floor and people think that's art. That's pretty funny. Game recognized game. I think there's a lot of people in art who do that. A lot more than you probably realize. who look at a work of art. Most of the time, art in art museums is art made for other artists. And I'm pretty sure most of those artists, if they make a piece of bullshit, other artists are going to look at it and say, that's bullshit, but it's bullshit I can appreciate. Because art is bullshit, and everything is art. So, that's the third thing that's going to go through my mind, is that, isn't it funny that this artist put a pair of glasses on the floor? I wonder how much he got paid. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, and this is the thing that really puts it over the top, really makes it a work of art, really kills it, really sells it, is the fact that these guys put it on the floor intentionally so that they could observe other people interacting with it, take pictures of them, then post it online for other people to appreciate. That is a work of art. What you guys did was art. Whether you want to admit it or not, you guys did something. You observed reactions. You shared those reactions with other people. In this case, it evokes an emotional response of, isn't this fucking funny? How stupid these people in an art museum are? Now, there is an added level of humor to this that was probably unintentional, but I really appreciate it. It's the fact that they were a pair of glasses. Now, what are glasses? Glasses are something that we use to see. By making your fake art, that's actually real art, by making your fake art a pair of glasses, it's almost like you're telling the observer, I think you lost these because you're looking around this museum and seeing all this bullshit. You'll need these to see more clearly. I love that. That's fucking mwah. That's genius. Unintended genius, but still genius. It's still, you don't have to intend for something to happen in order for it to be genius, in order for it to be creative, in order for it to be just artistically stimulating, whatever you want to call it. You get the idea. Some of the best art happens on accident. In Jaws, the shark didn't work. So they couldn't show the shark that often. So Steven Spielberg had to hide the shark. And a lot of people praised him for his artistic choice to not show the shark that often. When in reality, it was an accident. They wanted to show the shark more often. They wanted to show the big rubber shark as often as possible because it probably cost them a lot of money. But they couldn't because the shark barely worked. You can be a genius on accident. These guys are geniuses on accident. And I applaud them. It's fucking hilarious. Not everybody can make something that other people can appreciate. Some people just sit in their back room and make pictures of the Millennium Falcon, hoping to sell it at craft fairs or on Etsy. But you shared something with a whole bunch of people. And a whole bunch of people are appreciating it. Game recognized game. So, the last thing I want to leave you with here is that literally anyone can make art. A lot of people think that art is some kind of fucking magic trick that only special people can do. Special talented people. When in reality, anyone can learn to draw. If you're watching this video right now, you can learn to draw. I don't care if you don't have any arms or you're paraplegic. If you can manipulate a computer to watch this video, you can learn to draw. It's not that hard. All you have to do is draw every day for a month, a year. Just draw every day. By the end of a month, I bet you'll be drawing things and people will be pretty impressed by them. people will look at them and they'll say, wow, that's really good. You drew that? And you'll think to yourself, that's not that good. It's not that good. They're just being nice. It's not that good. It's like, no, it's really good. Congratulations, you're an artist at that point. At the end of a year, you might actually start drawing things that you yourself appreciate. And that's the most important thing, is that an artist makes something that they can enjoy. And if other people enjoy it, that's cool too. One of the biggest things I hear about people when they go to an art museum or they see art is, that's stupid, I could do that. They look at a Jackson Pollock painting and they say, that's stupid, I could do that. Yes, you could. You absolutely could. So go do it. Go get out there and do it. It doesn't have to be painting. Just do something creative. Do it for fun. Don't worry about if anyone else likes it. Just make. Just do. Just get out there and do stuff. Make some art. Make people think. You don't have to be a starving artist to make art. You don't have to be talented to make art. There's plenty of really untalented artists out there. I'm one of them. But all you need is a brain and the ability to think abstractly, to both make and appreciate art. That's all you need. It's not a magic trick. It's not a magic show. It's all you need. You just need to think abstractly. Maybe that's illogical. That's the point. It's the point to be a little illogical when it comes to art. Because art is emotional. Art makes you feel things. Makes you think things. Makes you see things a different way. That's the point. So, these guys leaving a pair of glasses on the museum floor, they appreciated that. They shared it with other people. Those other people appreciated it. That's the core of art. That's what art is all about. It's about a shared experience. That's all I got.